At this time, we will call to order a regular meeting of the City Council of the City of Poplar, Bluff, Missouri, to be held on Monday, February 20th, 2023 at 7 p.m. in the City Council chambers at 301 South 5th Street. I will present the invocation, and then Dr. Larry Kimbrough will do our Pledge of Allegiance. So if we'll stand, please. Our Heavenly Father, we thank you for today. We thank you for your many blessings, good weather we've had lately. Thank you for this time to come here and conduct business for the city. We ask that you give us wisdom and understanding and a cooperative spirit and a desire to see the city continue forward in all things for the citizens. And we just ask this in Jesus' name. Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Dr. Kimbrough.
Sorry, I couldn't do a proper about face. I'd still be spinning.
A roll call, Clerk Phelps.
Councilwoman Parson? Here. Councilwoman Fox? Councilwoman Horton?
Here.
Councilman Smith?
Here.
Councilwoman Taylor? Mayor Pro Tem Cornman?
Here.
Mayor Davis?
Here.
We do have a quorum.
Any member of the City Council may disclose any possible conflict of interest dealing with either any item on the printed agenda or with any matter discussed at a previous meeting. Seeing none, citizens' input. Each person in the audience may take this opportunity to address the City Council on any matter which is not on the printed agenda. Seeing none, consent agenda. The items on the consent agenda are approved by single action of the City Council. If any council member would like to have an item removed from the consent agenda and considered separately, he or she may request to do so.
Mr. Mayor, we received in our packet all of the items on the agenda, and with that being said, I move that we accept the agenda as presented.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? The consent agenda has been approved as presented. Item A, workshop items for discussion. Item A, Dr. Larry Kimbrough will appear before the City Council to present information relative to the Butler County Veterans Memorial Wall located at the Black River Coliseum. Dr. Kimbrough?
Thank you, Mayor, members of the City Council, and staff. First of all, the Vietnam Veterans of America, Chapter 1056, saw a problem and we intend to fix it. Evidently, over the period of years, the Board of Directors for the Butler County Veterans Memorial Wall had either all died away, moved away, or unfortunately in nursing homes, or with worse problems. The two that are still able to get around, Dr. Tom Lawson has agreed to be a member emeritus, and we also invited, of course, Betty Pruitt, the sister of Billy Cannell, the Medal of Honor recipient, that had the applications for the wall had dwindled down to a trickle every Veterans and Memorial Day, just a trickle of people that was going on the board. And when I found out, it was relatively easy to fix. The applications were not easy to obtain. No hit on the Black River Coliseum, but they were not accepting any applications. They were not passing out any applications. There were no applications to be done. The form didn't even tell the people that could get a form at Beehive or where to send them. So it was just a mixture of everything. Thanks to the city council, though, the prior city council, you guys may not, you were young pups by then, some of you back then, 1999, when it was dedicated on Veterans Day, 1999. But since that time, thanks to the city, helped us get a loan, pay the loan off. The cost for building that memorial was $180,000. It's all paid for now, totally paid for, but we have very little to go on maintenance fees. There are some problems outside there. Just to let you know, in a couple places, the cement blocks that the panels, the upright panels sit on, have moved out. One of them about 10 inches. So only thing's holding it is the other panels on each side. So today I had Steve Gillihan from Poplar Monument Works come down and look at it and see what he can do for a fix. Also, can I say that scumbag? Is that okay? Some reprehensible person threw last year before Veterans Day, threw a glass bottle full of red paint from the top down onto the bricks and splashed, and the paint went all over the granite pylons. Now, we still have not been able to get that off. Steve came down and looked at it today, and he said, I can help you with that. He has some special stuff, including some bleach and some kind of cleaner that is very toxic for me to touch. So he said he'll do it. So, but thanks to people like him and the city council, that is paid for. We have now rejuvenated. I have a board of 15 members, very active members. We're meeting every 2 weeks to get a handle on this, come up with some fundraisers, and I just want to prize the city council of where we're at, and we're gonna make that presentable and a place for you to be proud of. And I have some copies of the application if you would like me to pass them out, if I may. I would like to
Yes, I would like to have one.
Pardon me?
I would
What's that?
like
Oh, yeah.
to see one, yeah.
I want to look at it.
Thank you.
I have one. You sent me one.
Thank you.
Now, while I'm doing that, is any veterans on the board?
Robert is.
Huh? Robert? Do you have tickets for the concert tomorrow night?
No, I'm gonna be out of town, but
Oh, okay, I have 2 tickets
thank
to
you.
the concert. They are all gone. Wow. 5,000, I believe.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful.
So it is a sellout for Oak Ridge boys. And it's not the guys from the 40s. They're from the 50s, I have you know. No, but we're excited about the concert, of course, but I'm more excited about getting this. In the past 2 weeks, we have obtained paid applications for 30 people already to go on the wall. And that's without any, other than the article in the DAR, and I don't even have the website up with the application on it, so that's where we are. If you have any questions, I'd be glad to answer that.
Now, just briefly, I've looked at this wall and I've seen it for years. What are the qualifications to have your name put on the wall?
A DD 214, that's a report of discharge of honorable service, and $60 to pay for the sandblasting. Matter of fact, Steve Gillihan has not raised the price since 1999 when he took this over right after Davis Monuments took it over. And that's it. You don't have to be a Butler County resident. The veteran doesn't, or the family doesn't, because we want to include both. I don't want to exclude everybody. A lot of people live here. They have family members that served but are not living here. They deserve to be on the wall. A lot of the veterans live here but outside the county. I mean, the county and all our businesses built it But we didn't build it just for the Butler County veterans.
Okay.
We have 25 years this year since they're dedicated. They're coming up on it. 25 years, and we only have 3,000 names on it. We have room for 7,500 names.
Now, one more question.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I think I see it now. It says living or deceased eligible.
Yeah, the veteran is a veteran, whether, a lot of people thought they had to be deceased. These
Yeah.
are a lot of living veterans on there. Matter of fact, if they have the application now in the DD 214 for myself, my father, 3 of my children,
Oh,
2
okay.
girls and a boy. We're all gonna go to the wall at the same time.
Okay,
And so the whole family's doing that now too, so.
okay.
Anything else, Mr. Smith?
I think that's it.
I think you covered almost every question in there.
Yeah,
Yep.
okay.
Okay?
Yes, sir. Thank
All
you.
right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Kimbrough. Okay, at this time, we will move on to item B, workshop item. The city council will consider an application received for a vacancy on the Arts and Museum Advisory Board. Mr. Winters.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. So we've had an opening on the Arts and Museum Advisory Board. We've received an application from Rebecca Baker, and I would recommend that you approve this appointment.
I make a motion to move this to the voting session be held March the 6th.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Item C, the city council will consider a bid received for the Poplar Bluff Paving and Drainage Improvements Project number 2020 FF20. Mr. Winters.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. So last year, the city received a community development block grant to pave several city streets. That particular grant, the grant funds are paying for the asphalt, and our street department is providing the labor. So we put the asphalt out to bid, and we received one bid in the amount of $340,335 from Robertson Asphalt. Just kind of as a reminder, the streets that are included in this project, sections of the following streets are included in this project: Abington, Bradley, Clyde, East Center, Clare, Marion, and North Riverview. And I would ask that you accept that bid for the asphalt.
Mr.
Got one bid.
Yes.
Mr. Winters, I have a question.
Yes.
Will that pretty well take care of the remaining gravel roads in the city, or
No.
still?
These are some of the most heavily populated gravel streets, but there still will be some gravel
Still be a
streets,
few.
yes.
Okay.
Now, these streets were I guess in the northeast section close to the river?
Yes, yes.
Okay, okay.
Okay, do we have a motion?
I make a motion to move it to the voting session March the 6th.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Action required items, item AA, bill number 8451. The city council will take action on an ordinance authorizing the mayor to execute supplemental agreement number 1 to the engineering services contract with Smith and Company Engineers Incorporated relative to the Wolf Creek Trail Project number TAP 5100-012.
Motion for first reading of bill number 8451.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Counselor?
An ordinance authorizing the mayor of the city of Poplar Bluff, Missouri to execute supplemental agreement number 1 for professional services between the city of Poplar Bluff and S.H. Smith and Company relative to the Wolf Creek Trail Project, TAP 5100-012.
Motion for second reading of bill number 8451.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Counselor?
An ordinance authorizing the mayor of the city of Poplar Bluff, Missouri to execute supplemental agreement number 1 for professional services between the City of Poplar Bluff and S.H. Smith and Company relative to the Wolf Creek Trail Project, TAP 5100-012.
Motion for adoption of bill number 8451.
Second.
Are there any questions or comments? If none, roll call, Clerk Phelps.
Councilwoman Parson,
Yes.
Councilwoman Horton,
Yes.
Councilman Smith,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Cornman,
Yes.
Mayor Davis.
Yes.
We have 5 yes votes.
Bill number 8451 has been adopted. Item BB, bill number 8452. The city council will take action on an ordinance authorizing the mayor to execute supplemental agreement number 1 to the Transportation Enhancement Funds Agreement with the Missouri Highways and Transportation Commission relative to the Wolf Creek Trail Project number TAP 5100-012.
Motion for first reading of bill number 8452.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Counselor?
An ordinance authorizing the mayor to execute an intergovernmental supplemental agreement number 1 between the City of Poplar Bluff and the Missouri Highways and Transportation Commission relative to the Wolf Creek Trails Project.
Motion for second reading of bill number 8452.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Counselor?
An ordinance authorizing the mayor to execute an intergovernmental supplemental agreement number 1 between the City of Poplar Bluff and the Missouri Highways and Transportation Commission relative to the Wolf Creek Trails Project.
Motion for adoption of bill number 8452.
Second.
Are there any questions, comments? If none, roll call, Clerk Phelps.
Councilwoman Horton,
Yes.
Councilman Smith,
Yes.
Councilwoman Parson,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Cornman,
Yes.
Mayor Davis.
Yes.
5 yes votes.
Bill number 8452 has been adopted. Item CC, bill number 8453. The city council will take action on an ordinance authorizing the mayor to enter into a contract for engineering services with the Smith and Company Engineers Incorporated relative to the downtown infrastructure improvements project number TAP 5100-013.
Motion for first reading of bill number 8453.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Counselor?
An ordinance authorizing the mayor of the City of Poplar Bluff, Missouri to execute an agreement for professional services between the City of Poplar Bluff and S.H. Smith and Company relative to the Downtown Infrastructure Improvement Project, TAP 5100-013.
Motion for second reading of bill number 8453.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Counselor?
An ordinance authorizing the mayor of the City of Poplar Bluff, Missouri to execute an agreement for professional services between the City of Poplar Bluff and S.H. Smith and Company relative to the Downtown Infrastructure Improvements Project, TAP 5100-013.
Motion for adoption of Bill 8453.
Second.
Any questions, comments? Roll call, Clerk Phelps.
Councilman Smith,
Yes.
Councilwoman Parson,
Yes.
Councilwoman Horton,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Cornman,
Yes.
Mayor Davis.
Yes.
5 yes votes.
Bill number 8453 has been adopted. Item DD, bill number 8454. The city council will take action on an ordinance approving change order number 4 relative to the Poplar Bluff Police Station project.
Motion for first reading of Bill number 8454.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Counselor?
An ordinance authorizing the mayor to execute change order number 4 relating to the Poplar Bluff Police Department project.
Motion for second reading of bill number 8454.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Counselor?
An ordinance authorizing the mayor to execute change order number 4 relating to the Poplar Bluff Police Department project.
Motion for adoption of bill number 8454.
Second.
Any questions, comments? Roll call, Clerk Phelps.
Councilwoman Parson,
Yes.
Councilwoman Horton,
Yes.
Councilman Smith,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Cornman,
Yes.
Mayor Davis.
Yes.
You have 5 yes votes.
Bill number 8454 has been adopted. I don't believe we'll have a closed meeting tonight, so at this time, we'll refer to City Manager Winters for his report.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I don't have a lot to report. Today was a day off, so I'm a little cloudy. I didn't even shave today, so. I know there are a couple of us, me and Councilman Smith and Councilwoman Parsons leaving in the morning or this evening and headed to Jefferson City for the Missouri Municipal League Legislative Conference. I had an exciting week last Thursday, Wednesday evening. Right. Wednesday evening, traveled to Jefferson City. Senator Jason Bean had a Taste of the South, first annual Taste of the South event, and our own Mark Richardson was honored for his contributions to the Southeast Missouri over his tenure serving as a legislator and all the time since then. It was a nice event. Several folks from Poplar Bluff and Butler County in attendance that evening. Tomorrow's the Valentine's for Veterans Day concert. The Oak Ridge Boys, chairs already set up. It's going to be a packed house, so be a good time. And that's all I have, sir.
There's a rodeo coming up too, isn't there?
Rodeo is coming up,
3rd and 4th.
the 3rd and 4th, first weekend of
I
March.
love that the Coliseum is being used so much.
It is being used a lot, and we expect to have our basketball courts in middle of March or so.
What about painting and stuff?
We've got the roof of over the swimming pool has a significant leak that was an insurance claim submitted last year. That is out to bid right now. Bids are going to be open Thursday. I'm kind of waiting to see where those bids come in. We have a list of several things that, floors, some paint, flooring like in the lobby and stuff, painting and lots of refreshing that needs to be done.
Outside the posts and stuff?
Yeah, around the entrance out there underneath the,
Under both entrances? Right?
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
That roof keeps,
If you'll remember, I actually asked Dillian, we contracted with Dillian Traxel to put the bid specs together and also inspect it while it was being installed. Just from what they're telling me and what the adjuster, the insurance company said, I think there may have been some issues with when it was installed. This is the second time that roof over the pool has been replaced.
second time I remember.
Yeah, so it's, we're going to get it right. This is going to be fixed and be fixed for good,
So did we go back to the installers?
I'm sorry?
Did they go back to the installers? If it wasn't
No, it had
installed
been,
correctly?
it had been quite some time. There was no warranty or anything.
It's been that long, if I remember.
Well, it was wasn't another part of the Coliseum? Did
The-
we have a roof problem first?
The,
This is the second?
the roof over the Coliseum itself has been replaced within the last 5 years, right around the time I got here, so around 5 years ago.
Just before you came, no, I think that roof over there had been.
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
Because,
I don't remember the pool being done.
I thought I did.
I don't, I mean, I don't.
Seems like I do, because I remember when you walked into the front entrance, they had buckets everywhere and right up there by the pool,
I
so,
mean, it's,
I do remember the buckets.
yeah.
I mean, that's been less than 5 years. I mean, that's not.
Oh, that's like a year and a half, 2 years ago.
Yeah.
well,
I don't know, I'm just,
another group.
If
that
the
I
adjuster
know
would have asked me about that, had there
has
been
had
option.
roof problems, and so it just went in.
So anyway, that's kind of we're waiting to see what that is going to end up being after the bids get open, and then start working on the other stuff that needs to be done here. Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, if there's no further business before the Council?
Motion to adjourn?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Meeting adjourned.